Bendición, luz y progreso. Love, light, prosperity to all of you, wherever you are watching from. Go ahead and move some of this out the way. What's going on, you guys? Cianella, you gotta get with me, girl. Dad, what's up, Mama Bendición? Hi, Kamika, how are you? Bendiciones, Mama. I hope you're doing well today. Girl, look how these cards is looking. I meant to show you the other day when I was shuffling them. Look how we've been putting in work with these, girl. We've been saving souls. We've been saving souls. I'm good, Mama. How are you? You been doing okay? There we go. I'm okay. This retrograde has been it's been intense. Yeah, we've been saving souls, girl. Yeah, this retrograde has been very intense. I haven't really been posting much. I've been kind of keeping to myself here lately. Um, so yeah, I know if it's hitting me, I'm sure it's hitting y'all just as bad. What's going on, collective? Love, light, prosperity to all of you. Facts. How's everybody been dealing with the retrograde? You've been in hermit mode? Yeah, I know. It's been intense energy. I feel like it's kind of I asked my friend, I said, "Girl, can you please remind me when the retrograde is over?" And the retrograde isn't always bad, right? The retrograde is really meant to kind of put you where you need to be, right? However you want to look at it. But she said August 10th. I said, damn, you know, I'm barely I barely got my head up. Like I gotta deal with this shit for another 2 weeks. Like, God almighty. So yeah, it's this energy has been real intense. But I've had a lot of people who've been hitting me up for readings here lately that have been feeling like overwhelmed and just with everything, right? The changes, just in general, it's been very tough for a lot of people. And I get it because I'm part of the collective too. But we're here, collective. We're here. We are here. I'm on a little early tonight, so we'll see how the collective shakes. Um, if you guys would share the live with at least a minimum of 5 friends, I may need to. I may need to restart one more time because the algorithm, does certain things, but we'll give this one an opportunity. All right. If you guys are here, welcome. If this is your first time, drop a rose in the chat. And if you've been here before, you already know what flower to place. All right. Drop your name in Zodiac so I can say hello so we can get to know each other. All right. My name is Madam Divine. I'm Big Sag Energy. I'm an intuitive psychic medium, so I do have the gifts to channel messages from loved ones who have crossed over. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, you guys can definitely tap in with me on Instagram through DMs. Just send me a DM. um, I'm also a Reiki practitioner, so I do distant healing. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, definitely let me know. Scorpio Jordan, first time here, welcome. I appreciate you. Who else we got? Drop your name, your zodiac, and if you're new, drop a rose. And if you've been here before, drop the flower. You already know what flower it is, okay? I'm also a jewelry maker, okay? So if you're looking for intentional um crystal healing bracelets, necklaces, you name it. Clara Scorpio, you're new here. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Drop your name and zodiac if you are here for the first time. Drop a rose in the chat. And if you've been here before, you already know what flower to drop. But yeah, I do waist beads. I'm multifaceted, okay? And I'm also a dope ass poet. So if you guys are into that thing, soul vibes, healing, uplifting the vibration, become a better version of yourself, then you've made it to the right place, okay? So drop your name, your zodiac. If this is your first time here, you'll put a rose, and if you've been here before, you'll drop the flower. You already know what flower I'm talking about. Bendición, mamita. Go ahead and share the live, you guys. Go ahead and share the live. We are currently live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So if you guys lose your if something goes with your stream, you guys can always hop over onto the other ones, okay? Clarissa, yes, sunflowers. You guys drop your name, your zodiac. If this is your first time here, put a rose. And if you've been here before, you'll put a sunflower. We're going to go ahead and do a couple rounds of card pulls. But in the meantime, I do need those shares and those likes up, okay? If this is your first time here, welcome. Love, light, prosperity to all of you. All right. Love, light, prosperity to all of you. I am a light worker, a root worker, a healer. Okay, that's what I consider myself, a healer. So if that's something that is your vibe, make sure you guys join the tribe. All right, it don't take nothing to support. All right, I'm big on energy, big on support. Amanda Capricorn, welcome, 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 welcome. Go ahead and let's get the shares up to at least 20. All right, 20 shares, and then we'll go ahead and do the card pulls. Card pulls are spirit led. All right, spirit led are messages that come from divine so that I can give you insight on what's going on in your current situation. That's how I do it. I don't do free yes or no's. But if you have a question that you want to inquire about, you're always welcome to tap in on the list. My link tree is in the bio. Thank you. Everybody that has come across my stream have always mentioned my veil. And I appreciate that because I feel like my veil is what makes me, right? And there's another reader on here. I have a bunch of reader friends that come on the platform and say hey to y'all. But I have a friend, her name is Merluna, and she told me, she was like, yeah, before you tapped in with me and before I knew who you were, she was like, I would always see you on live and I would always see your veil. She was like, that is your thing. And to be honest, it really is. Like, I love my veil. I love how it always makes me feel connected, and it's like it's a different hat that I put on. You get what I'm saying? Like when I sit here, I'm in my high priestess. I'm in a different setting. So when I put my veil on, it's like I exude a different presence. You get what I'm saying? So definitely appreciate you for all those who say something about my veil, because it's definitely something that I take care of. You should always take care of your crown first and foremost. But let me go ahead and open up in prayer. At 20 shares, we're going to do card pulls, okay? I'm going to do a couple rounds and then I'm going to open up the list. All right? That's how I've been doing it here lately. I know we haven't been doing collectives. It's been here, there, but again, the retrograde is retrograding right now. So just bear with me, okay? Just bear with me. Um, this stream is getting shadow banned, you guys. I hate to do that. I don't want to start again, but I feel like I need to. What do you guys think? Should I keep it? Should we work with it? Or should I go ahead and restart? Let me know, y'all. Let me know. Should I restart or should I keep the stream? Cause it's really I'm gonna have to restart, you guys. I'm gonna restart TikTok. This is the worst. And it's Friday. I don't know if it's because like I'm early, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I haven't really been typically I come on late, right? But here lately, I've been coming on really, really late. I don't know if you've been catching me, Kamika, or not, but I feel like I've been coming on like 1:30, 12:30. I haven't been on around this time for a little bit now. Um, I don't know. Again, retrograde is retrograding. We're gonna try one more time. Hey, Claddy, I had to restart it was getting shadow banned. Um, so I'm hoping that it does what it needs to. I'm not gonna restart after this though. Whew. All right, let me go ahead and do my call to prayer. Let me do my call to prayer. No, I be out early tonight. I'm working. Oh, okay. Are you working late tonight? Gladdy, I appreciate you, Mama. All right, let me go ahead and do my call to prayer. All right. Padre nuestro que está en los cielos, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga tu reino, hágase tu voluntad en la tierra como en el cielo. Danos hoy nuestro pan de cada día. Perdona nuestra ofensa como también nosotros perdonamos lo que nos ofenden. No nos deje caer en la tentación, liberados del mal. Amén. Ave María, Dios te salve María, llena eres de gracia, el Señor es contigo, bendita tú eres entre todas las mujeres y bendito es el fruto de tu vientre Jesús. Santa María, Madre de Dios, ruega por nosotros pecadores, ahora en la hora de nuestra muerte. Amén. Gloria al Padre, al Hijo, al Espíritu Santo, como era en el principio, ahora y siempre, por los siglos de los siglos. Amén, amén, amén. God, above all, I give you thanks for this time, space, and energy that you're aligning me with the collective. Once again, I ask that you please remove my energy as I now tap into the frequency of the collective. I call upon the angels of divine white light for your divine guidance. At this time, I call upon my highest self, higher power, the ascended masters for divine truth, divine wisdom, as we tap into the Akashic records. I ask that the angels align me with those who need messages of clarity in their life, in their journey. At this time, I call upon Archangel Michael for your divine protection, divine order. I ask that you please remove my energy as I now tap into the frequency of the collective. I ask that you shield me from my crown all the way down to my feet. And I ask that you also shield the collective wherever they may be watching from. Archangel Michael, I ask that you please block and remove any and all negative energy, any evil eye, anybody causing any havoc or disruption. I remove that energy and we alchemize that energy into positivity, love, and light for me and the collective. At this time, we give all thanks and gratitude. May the messages align with who they need to, and at the time that they do, as my messages are timeless. At this time, I call upon my santos, my eglons, my muertos, la gitana que me acompaña, los indios que me rodean, my son three, my grandmother Emilia, my best friend Sierra, as we now tap into the divine frequency and energy. Ashe, ashe, ashe to the ancestors and the guides that we have for the highest good. Ah, Shay. Many blessings, many blessings. All right, y'all. I had to restart. What's up, Jules? Hi, Mama. Welcome back, everybody. Love, light, prosperity to each and every one of you. I had to restart the live, so I do apologize. I wasn't able to get the stream going, but at the end of the day, we're here. Okay, so I cleared the space. I definitely want to go into some card pulls. So if you guys would help me share the live and at least get them to like 15, all right, 15 to 20 shares, if we can work together to get that going, and then we'll go ahead and start. All right. Yeah, it's been tripping really bad. And but the thing is, like, I've been going on late, like really, really late. Like the last couple times I've been going like past midnight, like 12:30, 1:30. And I've had like a really good amount of, you know, uh streaming time, but I don't know. It's been off. And it's the retrograde too. So I'm doing the best that I can. So I came on early, but if I need to come back on, then I will. But I would much rather just stay. And if it's just us, then I don't mind doing a collective, I don't mind doing a collective whatsoever. But I also just don't want to you know, waste time. You know? Uh but the energy's been real off. I could definitely attest to that. If y'all want collective, we could do that. In the meantime, I know y'all like card pulls, but collectives kind of help too. It's up to y'all. If y'all want to do collective, we can definitely do collective. I don't know if y'all getting filtered. Leave it to the retrograde. Dang, 20 minutes already. Oh, we've been at it for 20 minutes. Um, I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out. But it's not enough people to do card pulls. I mean, it's not enough to do either, but I'm trying to make do with what we have. Yeah, I mean, I ain't tripping. I feel like especially when I do my call to prayer. It's going to align me with who, God's going to align me with who I need to connect with. And that's why I always say, like, for me, I don't care if I have a large amount of people in my chats. What I care about is, giving the quality of energy, effort, right? Because sometimes when you consume yourself with so much energy, you exhaust yourself and you're not able to give the best to your collective. So I don't I don't drown myself. You get what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go ahead and tap it on collective. All right, who comes in, comes in. Um, if you guys want to stick around, you're more than welcome to stick around. But I'm gonna pull on the collective energy because I feel like the energy has just been so thick. It's been so thick and it's been heavy, right? Not just for me, but for a lot of people. It really cut me out again. Hi. Um I don't do questions. If you're wanting to do a free yes or no, I don't do questions. But I'm about to do a collective. You're more than welcome to stick around. But I do spirit led readings. Um, and you're more than welcome to book me for that. But um, yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tap in on collective. So if you are here, you're more than welcome to, stick around, receive your message. If you like the vibes, make sure you are following, okay? I may open up card pulls, but it's just so much energy, especially when I'm picking up on collective, that I just like to go straight into the list. So we'll see how the energy goes. All right. I've already prayed for the space. We're going to go ahead and tap in for the collective and see what the current energy is. I do apologize for all the other platforms. We have been having some issues with the stream today. So um, 2222 is when we're going to go ahead and start the collective. Again, I am also live on YouTube, so if you guys want to run it back over there, you're more than welcome to, okay? So, God above all, I would like to tap in for the collective energy. I feel like it's been very tense. I want to remove my energy, even though I am a part of the collective. I would like to remove my energy and solely focus on the energy of the collective. We're going to tap in spirit. I ask that the messages align for those who need them. And please give us some clarity. What is the current energy? What do we need to know moving forward, spirit? For the current energy for the collective. Yeah, I restarted already, Kamika, for the collective spirit. If you guys are ready for collective energy, go ahead and drop some sunflowers in the chat. All right, go ahead and drop some sunflowers in the chat. If you are ready for collective energy, go ahead and pour. All right, just because you guys see me over here, I definitely need you guys to work with me. So please make sure you guys are tapping and sharing the live. All right, I put in as much as you guys put in. All right, big on reciprocity. If you ain't vibing and if you ain't supporting, if you're driving, that's a different thing. All right, if you're driving, that's a different thing. I don't need you doing anything. All right. So, spirit, for the collective, what is the current energy? Please align me. Please align me with the message. Use me as the vessel as I now channel the messages from the ethers. Please apply the messages to the collective, whoever needs them at this time. Align me with them as the messages are timeless. What is the current energy that is at bay with the collective? Past, present, future. Unfairness. We got the justice card. All right, we got the justice card. So we got Libra energy here. All right, so for a lot of you, it seems like um there's a lot going on in your energy that you feel or you deem is not fair, right? Either certain things aren't really going the way that you had pictured, or it could be certain people or energies that are surrounding you that are causing you to feel like it's not fair. Like, why am I having to deal with this? Why am I having to pick up this extra burden? Why am I having like this is what I'm feeling like. Why it's unfair. Why me? I'm tired. Why me? With the moon card at the bottom of the deck in reverse, it's like it's a lot of things that, you know for one, could have been very unexpected, right? But not just that, I feel like with everything that you have going on, collective, a lot of you guys aren't really being truthful about your emotions and how you feel about it. For a lot of you, you guys are really holding in. Okay, you're really repressing a lot of your emotions and your feelings. It's like kind of like you don't want to feel. It's like you kind of want to avoid the feeling, and it's causing you way more confusion and conflict than anything else, because your mind is being overly consumed with your thoughts, let alone with the emotions that you are literally holding into dear life. It's like you're afraid to speak out about what's going on. I feel like for a lot of you, you've been in this energy of darkness. You guys have been in this energy of really feeling like not really secure, right? I'm picking up big insecurity here. For a lot of you, it seems like there's a lot of turmoil within yourself that you're having to battle, that you're having to fight, right? And it's like you get to a certain point, right, where you're just like, man, I'm tired. Like, I don't know if I could keep going. Like, it's very questionable, like how exhausted, how tired, how overburdened, how overstressed that I am, and I'm not able to express that to anybody. It's a lot going on within yourself. I feel like there are some things that are internally really, really like coming up to the surface, and it's like you have no choice but to confront it. And I feel like that's the thing with like spiritual awakenings, right? They happen just out of nowhere, very unexpected, very quickly. And it happened first time. It happened. Everything is kind of going, so deal with life how it is, right? But it's like you're already battling with your own mind and also with everything that you're internalizing. There's a lot of there's a lot of secrets here, a lot of things that you're not really being honest with yourself about or with other people. And I understand that certain circumstances cause you to move differently because you have to, but I really do feel like, you are in this state, right? You're in the 5 of Cups, collective. The 5 of Cups is regret. Like, I feel like some of you guys are either feeling remorseful, some of you guys are really just feeling bad about certain choices and decisions. I feel like some of you guys are even like, why did I even do that? Why did I even why you know what I'm saying? It's like you're questioning, like, why did I even get myself in this predicament in the first place? I feel like there is a lot of disappointment here. A lot of you are in a state of disappointment. Some of you guys are really struggling with, um I guess, the reality of life, right? For a lot of you, when it comes to your everyday, you are somebody that kind of stands in leadership. You are somebody that like supersedes um supersedes everyone's needs, right? It's like, if for some of you guys can be parents, right? but it's like you go above and beyond for your children. um you could put this leadership role for everybody else, but when it comes to you and your own leadership for yourself, it's kind of hard. It's hard for you to dictate that. Spirit, give me some energy when it comes to the justice card. What is this energy? What is this energy pertaining to? Please give me some clarity on this, please. Listen, for a lot of you, you feel like life has just not been fair to you. I'm gonna be honest. You've worked very hard, and you when it comes to your happiness, it's like you're having to work so hard to like achieve your happiness. And at the same time, it's like you're having to really stand on guard. You're having to defend your happiness. And I feel like for a lot of you, if things weren't in alignment with your true happiness, or if it just made you feel a certain type of way, I feel like you are in this state of you're in this state of knowing what it is that you want, and it's like you're going to protect it, you're going to be on defense. um because a lot of people, they won't take accountability for their own doings, their own shit, their own things that they speak about. They won't do that. And that's what's unfair, right? Because the way that people the way that people shift their energies, right? I feel like for you, at this point, you're going to choose your own happiness. You've worked so hard for your own happiness, and if people can't take accountability and they want to move in this energy of lack, then I think that you're right for having to defend what it is that you have. You know what I'm saying? I think that for a lot of you, a lot of people don't understand what it has taken you to come into the position that you are when it comes to your happiness. Like, you've worked really hard to achieve that, and you're not going to let anybody just come in and think that um their actions or behaviors are going to align with your highest self. You get what I'm saying? Spirit, why is the moon here? Why is the moon here? Look, the 5 of Pentacles. The number 5 is very significant here. We have the 4 of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Page of Cups. A lot of cup energy here. This is all water energy right here. All right, so we have heavy Pisces energy, Scorpio, and Cancer energy. Those could be prominent here. But I feel like there's there's a lot that's being weighed on your emotions, your energy, you as a whole. All right. There's been some sort of significant loss here. And I feel like with this loss, you're having to like really contemplate. All right. There's a lot that you're contemplating right now. With the King of Cups and the Page of Cups here, it seems like there's a back and forth between your inner child, right, and your adult self. Okay. Both masculine energy here as well. But I feel like for a lot of you, there's, especially when it comes to your emotions, I feel like you're being triggered in ways that trigger your inner child. And I think that that's kind of like a subtle reminder of where healing needs to take place. You guys understand what I'm saying? There's a back and forth energy. A lot of emotions here. Again, cups are very prominent here. So the heart space. The heart space is very important here. Spirit, why is the Nine of Swords here? Please give me some clarity on the Nine of Swords. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Something's been very, very slow here. Okay, lots and lots of conflict. This is what's causing you to really, really reach your breaking point. With the Magician here in reverse, there's a lot of negativity here. Um, there's a lot of negativity here. And I feel like with this Magician here, um, you guys have to be careful. You have to be careful with certain individuals because there could be some hidden agenda here that you're not familiar with. But it seems like something here has been really, really taking its time. What is it? What is taking its time, Spirit? Mm. I feel like there's going to be some shifts, okay? Whatever it is that you've been kind of like waiting on, I feel like in the month of Leo season, all right, which Leo season is approaching, things are going to shift, okay? With the Two of Wands here, I feel like things have been kind of like put to a pause. Um, the Three of Swords here in reverse is definitely releasing and kind of accepting what has already transpired. With the Sun card, Spirit, why is the Sun card here? Why is the Sun card here? I've got three majors, you guys. Three majors. So we have the Hanged Man. All right. A lot of you are about to be enlightened about a certain situation. Whatever was stuck is about to propel forward. This is going to require not only a death to occur, but it's going to require some transformations to take place. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be major transitions, okay? With the owl here, I feel like you're going to need to be very wit, okay? Especially when it comes to your mind. There is a need for you to be really use your wisdom, okay? Wisdom is key here. Wisdom is the key factor. Um, I feel like for a lot of you, there's going to be a point, right, where this Ten of Pentacles. Look, El Sabio. This was underneath your wisdom and how you manage and propel in these situations is going to dictate your Ten of Pentacles. All right, this is going to dictate your Ten of Pentacles. So whatever longevity, whatever generational wealth, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve is going to acquire your wisdom. Okay? I feel like in this time of isolation, there's a need for you to really rest. Okay, I'm hearing rest because a lot of you have been on this high drive, high overdrive. There's a need for you to really rest, meditate, okay? Clear your mind. Whatever it is that you have in your mind, there's a need for you to clear it, okay? Because I'm seeing that your mind is what's going to get you out of this predicament, whatever this is, all right? With the Ace of Wands here, that's a yes. Spirit, what can my collective expect within the next 7 days. Let's see what my collective can expect in the next 7 days, Spirit. What can the collective expect in the next 7 days? Look at that. Justice. The Justice came out once again. That was the first card, and now it's an upright. Okay, Justice with the Star card here. So I feel like there's going to be, in the next 7 days, there's going to be a shift in balance. All right, the scales are finally going to balance out. There's a need for you to still stick to your faith. Okay, renew your faith, replenish yourself, drink plenty of water. And if you can visit a body of water, I would definitely do that. Okay, if you want to give an offering for those who believe in that, if you want to give an offering, I feel like that is something that would be really appreciated by your council. I feel like after a lot of ups and downs, a lot of unpredictable moments, I feel like balance is going to be restored. All right, I'm feeling that heavy. I'm feeling that heavy. Oh, yeah, look, the Five of Swords in reverse. Please do not avoid conflict with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Um, if if you're guessing if something is worth keeping, don't avoid the conflict. I think you kind of need to, face things head on, because not all conflict is bad conflict. Sometimes you can resolve certain things without having to keep things to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can express yourself, how you're feeling. And look at that, the Ten of Pentacles once again. All right, there's definitely, look, the Empress, there's definitely some shifts coming in. Okay, I love this. The Six of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Empress. This is definitely giving receiving energy. Okay. So after a period, okay, this is within the next 7 days. If this is something that resonated with you, definitely expect some changes within the next 7 days. All right. A lot of unpredictable things have happened, but things are going to restore. All right. Things are finally going to balance out for you. Um, I keep looking at this Ten of Pentacles. I feel like I want to pull one more on that, on the Ten of Pentacles. I want to know what this Ten of Pentacles is. Spirit, show me this Ten of Pentacles for the collective. Listen, heavy August. Heavy August, okay? So today is the 25th. Let me look at the calendar. Today's the 25th. Look at that. 7 days from today is August 1st. Okay. And I said big August, big Leo energy. All right. So August 1st. So 7 days from now. All right. By the time we get to August, you should expect some changes, okay? Oh, that's from that. Okay, Spirit. What is this Ten of Pentacles, please? What is this Ten of Pentacles for my collective? Look at that. The Six of Wands again. With the Wheel of Fortune. Look. With this Ten of Pentacles. With this Ten of Pentacles, there is a need for you to really keep things discreet. Okay? Please do not tell your business, especially your good business, to people. Okay? There's a need for you to really keep that to yourself. But I really do feel like this Ten of Pentacles is going to be something that's going to be very fulfilling. With the Temperance card, this is something that has taken its time, but I feel like it's going to balance you in more ways that you could think of. All right, the Star card, also very healing energy. Whatever this could be a person, this could be a new endeavor, this could be a project, whatever it is. I feel like it's going to be very transformational with the World card here. Look at that. One, two, three, four majors. We've got the will, and look at that, the Strength card at the bottom of that. We got the Star, the Temperance, the World, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Strength. So there's major, when I say major, there is major movement coming forward. All right. Major shifts coming in for you, collective. There's just a need for you to really sit into this Empress energy. All right. Allow things to balance out. Give it up to God. You know, really, really stand firm on your affirmations and your prayers. If you don't like your outcome, then change it. You know, like that's the best way that I could put it. Um, if you don't like your outcome, change it. And that's the truth with the Ace of Swords. You get what I'm saying? The Ace of Swords is here. That's the truth. Um, so within the next 7 days, collective, expect things to shift and propel forward for you. All right. I love this energy. I feel like this has been something that has been really long awaited. Um this has been something that you've been like really trying to like, I don't want to say trying to manifest, but I feel like, you've been in the energy of really trying to um shift the movement. But it just seems like things have been so chaotic. But again, the justice came out twice, and they both came out in opposite ways. So we had it like this originally. This is what came out. This was the first card, and this is the first card from this deck. All right, and that's how they were positioned. So it's like it's everything is reversing. Everything is going back to being fair to you. You get what I'm saying? So, collective, that's what I have for you. I'm sorry that you've been going through it. I know it's been very difficult. But just hang in there. All right. The retrograde will be over August the 10th. Those that caught this, collective, all right, August is very prominent, and I said for the next 7 days what to expect. And in 7 days it's August 1st. So expect some changes within that time frame, okay? I release a collective energy. Thank you for allowing me to tap into the energy. We weren't really anticipating a collective reading, but we did. And I appreciate those who kind of stuck it out, because I know that it took us 20 minutes just to get in. Um, and if you guys want to run it back, you guys can just go subscribe to YouTube, okay? I release that energy. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to tap into the collective energy. I return all the energy back to the collective, and I call back my power because it belongs to me. Ashe, 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 motive be. Thank you, Spirit. Put that up. Now, I am going to open up. You're very welcome. I am going to open up the list if anybody would like to join. If not, I will be back on later tonight, probably after midnight, because I feel like that's more my time. But I do want to give anybody the opportunity now. If you would like for me to tap into your energy, please just let me know down below. If not, I'll be back on later tonight to open up the list, okay? Oh, I feel like I got bit like on my eye somewhere. All right. I don't see anybody. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna release you guys. And I'll be back on in about an hour and a half. Um, around 12:30. I say 2 hours. I'll be back.